Boys. How we doing? How's life? Day 2. We're back to it. We are so back. I got some tea. The landscapers are going to town in the background. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? It's so loud for me. But we're good. It's all good. We have some work to do. I got my list set up. It's right here. This is everything that we need to do next. Wait, let me get this all out of the way. There we go. This is our big list. We got a lot done last stream. We got a whole lot done last stream. But we got lots to do still. You know what I mean? We got to lock in today. I mean, I think the way I see it, like, most of the basic systems are in place now. There's a few to go still though. But a good chunk of the base systems are in place. Right now, if I hit play, what do I have? I've got lights going back and forth. Lights that can kill me if I just run over. I can run over, by the way. Player movement is already perfect. Camera follows nicely. A little bit of camera movement, like, relative to the player, but not so much that it's, like, disorienting at all. Anytime I run into these spotlights, they catch me and I start over. No death animation yet. I'll add that later. It's fine. And then you have these bakers. We have some very simple pathfinding going on. They're running between different stations, and they're carefully making sure to only place things on the station in the middle if there's an available slot. Once they place 2 things down, it combines into a new recipe. This other third baker then picks that up, takes it right on over, drops it off to the delivery point. And, interestingly enough, if I rush and beat that guy there, for instance, I can change the recipe. I just put 2 green things down instead of a green and a red thing. And sure enough, he doesn't know any better and he takes it over and drops it off. And so I think the next thing to do is to make it so that that matters. To make it so that if you add something toxic to this recipe, you get points somehow. The question is how does that look? How does that look exactly? I don't know the answer to that yet. I'm trying to decide. But I imagine that he's going to take it to a delivery window, and they're going to get scored somehow once he drops it off. That box over there is a placeholder for what will be like the final delivery window. And I think you should see the customers or the soldiers or whatever go pick it up. Okay? You should see them pick it up, and you should see them have different effects in theory. But that might be a little complicated. You know what I mean? It might be a little bit much. So I'm not sure. Yeah. So good start. Really good start. But we got a lot of work to do still. But it's fine, because I love doing this, man. I just love doing this. If money were no object, if I didn't have to worry about providing for my family, if we didn't live in a capitalistic world, then I would spend a lot of my days just hanging out here, working in Unity, tinkering around and building things, just for the love of it. Just making something unique, making something new. I love doing this shit, man. It makes me so happy. It really does. Really does. Why does it not show that I'm live? Wait, GG. Wait, GG. If I go to my own channel, is that just because I'm looking at it on from my own perspective though? Maybe that is. Hang on. Are we good? Let's open it in another tab or something. There we go. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Chilling. So, before we left stream yesterday, I got version control set up. This is Snarfles. That's not where I want to be right now. Yeah, got everything pushed. So we're well organized, and I have our list. So the next thing that I want to deal with, it looks like, what I left as in progress for our next job. Player should have a carry exception. Can pick up an item on modify supply before it's done cooking. This is a very specific interaction, and it looks like this. One guy brings something over. There's a short window where in theory, I could have grabbed that red thing off of the table. Off the, what are those called? I'm tripping. Off the station. And it doesn't let me. The game doesn't let me. Oh wait, this is funny. I'm putting in the finished recipe into the slot as if it's an ingredient. Ha! Dude, that is awesome. Yo. Oh man, someone's in chat. Someone say hi so that I can know that you're here and that you're not a bot and explain everything again. Because in the current stage, I feel like it's very hard to tell just by looking at the screen what's happening. Say hello, I know you're there. Just admit it. And I'll explain everything again. And then we'll lock in. There he is! What's up, Roy? Welcome to the progress thus far on your game idea. Yours truly, man. You want to see it? You want me to explain everything before I get to work on all our next tasks? I'd actually be down to talk with you. Like before I just jump into working more and see if you have any ideas on how to make it even better. So here's what we got so far. Basically, a lot of the no art yet, obviously. This is all placeholders. But we've gotten a ton of the game design and basic game mechanics working. So first of all, player movement is great. Camera follows it nicely. There's a little bit of camera movement back and forth, but not so much that it's like disorienting. And then I've got these spotlights here, which turn whenever I actually work on the level design are going to be actually difficult to dodge, but right now I can just kind of ignore them. But that's what turns this game into a stealth game essentially. Because if I run in one of these and they see me, then I die and it restarts. So that's all working. And then the part that took forever yesterday, well, forever relatively, an hour and a half or something, is I've got the start of the cooks in the kitchen. Their pathfinding's working. I've got a nav mesh set up, and they patrol between two different stations. And these stations are all, you can imagine the red and the green circle as placeholders for different ingredients in a recipe that they're cooking. And so they go and pick it up from the supply ones on the left and take it to the middle, and it combines the two into a new recipe. Then the guy on the right picks it up and takes it to that square on the far right, and that would be like the delivery window. Obviously, again, no art yet, but you can see the game mechanics working fine. They're a little bit dumb in that they just run it back and forth, and if like the instant that they're there, it's not ready for them yet, then they just move around and then come back again. So I'll make it so that they're smart enough to like wait for the next thing to happen instead of just going back and forth. But the basics are working. And importantly, this is where your idea kind of comes into all this, is the recipe is in fact dependent on the ingredients that you put down. So if I go over and pick up a green thing, oh, well, hang on one second. Bad timing. If I go over and pick up a green thing and drop it on, it cooks two green things together, and it makes a recipe that's all green instead of the red and green that we saw earlier. And he takes it over to the counter, none the wiser. And so my idea is basically this is going to turn into a stealth game where you go and sabotage their supply line and you mess up the recipes without getting caught. And they take it over and like, I don't know, poison the soldiers they're serving or something. I'm not too sure. So yeah, that's pretty much everything so far from a couple hours of work. I've got a list of like things that I want to address next. I want to like improve the intelligence of the bakers slightly so that they, like I said, so that they wait instead of just patrolling back and forth dumbly. Obviously, I want them to be kind of dumb, though, so that you can interfere with them. I also want to make it so that you can, as the player, pick up, if there's only one of two ingredients on this thing, they should be able to pick it up. There's like a bunch of little things, but before I jump in, if you have any ideas on the direction you want this to go, I am all ears. This is a great time for feedback and for different ideas that I could add in. What do you think would take this game to the next level? How is this game loop ultimately going to look? Let me know. Obviously, I'm not taking your comment verbatim, because you just said a cooking game where you get rewarded for messing up, like making the recipe as bad as possible. And I thought, well, I'm imagining Overcooked, except you just try to fail. And to be honest, it's really easy to fail a recipe. The fun of Overcooked is that it's hard to succeed at doing the recipe in a short amount of time. So that kind of breaks the whole game loop. So I was like, how do I make this interesting? And I decided on the idea of sort of like infiltrating enemy lines and it being like a stealth game. That's where the challenge comes in. I think the spotlights should actually be to the view perspective of each soldier rather than just overhead spotlights. That's interesting. So you're thinking that like each of the bakers in the kitchen should be able to kill me? Like a cone of vision for each guy? I think I like having overhead ones swinging, but I would be open to, in addition to that, having a cone of vision for each guy. Does that make sense? I'd be open to that in addition. I've been back and forth about that. I talked about that a little bit last stream too, of like, I could make every guy be able to kill you, or I could have them just sort of be like innocent cooks. But to be honest, if they all could kill you, it would make it a lot more interesting. Because like right now, you see me just like hanging out here in between the two spotlights, and there's absolutely nothing I have to worry about. Versus if I had to dodge every one of these guys, cone of vision, on top of the overheads, then all of a sudden it would be like way, way more dynamic, right? Do you think I should work? Maybe I'll just work on that next, actually. That sounds really fun to take on. And I don't think it would be that difficult, actually. I really don't. Straight up, I think that would be pretty doable. In fact, all I really need to do, we're gonna speedrun this mechanic, right? How long do you think it's gonna take me to make this work? Give me a guess. I'm gonna add a kill player script, and I'm gonna move the code that kills the player into its own script instead of just on the spotlight kill. Ideally, I would rename that to like spotlight move or something, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. So that way I could put it on anything. That will temporarily, if it compiled, didn't compile, awesome. We love that. Hey, reload. Let's turn that on. Okay, I said, welcome back. I said I'm going to take that on as my first thing. How long do you think it's gonna take to knock it out? What is this? Found players not... Oh, rip. Hold on. Oh, I don't need that, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, I don't need that actually at all. Scene manager. Add that. Now we're happy. 2 hours, not 30 minutes. Homie, you think it's gonna take me 2 hours to make the enemy AIs attack you? You're crazy. Okay, perfect. Compiled fine, and the spotlights don't kill you now. Now we'll add kill player as a separate component, and it'll work. Beautiful. I'm about to leave work. My service is gonna be bad until I get home. Okay, no worries. Do your thing, bro. Dude, I don't think you have severely underestimated my abilities. And I mean severely, dog. Okay, watch this. First of all, technically, if I just move this onto here now, they would kill me if I just get near them. But that's not what I want. For them to kill and the cone of vision combined, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. Bro, I think I'm gonna have it done in like 10 minutes, dog. Don't even trip. I'm gonna speedrun it though. Unfortunately, this is getting to the point where I'm gonna need to fix the fact that those prefabs are not prefabs. Okay, so we're gonna add a cone. The first thing to do is to just get the light to look good on the ground, right? I think I want another spotlight, but emitting forwards. Yeah, but don't you have to program the direction of movement, have the cone move in accordance to that, or the direction of movement is already tracked? I think the direction of movement's already tracked, bro. We're about to test that. But I think it is. Let's temporarily, like, absolutely make that insanely bright. I don't see anything. There we go. Make it as wide as we can. 100. And we'll go ahead and move that back until it looks about right. I think a 0.5 should be okay still. Yeah, that looks good. I wonder if... Hang on. Half the battle is going to be just getting this to look good so that it's fair for the player. So if they can't see where they're dying, it's not going to be very cool. Let me see what that looks like real quick in game. Yeah, sure enough, it's already It's already tracking the direction. However, that looks not perfect, that's for sure. It's honestly better than I thought it would be on first try. Does a player run faster than the enemies? Yeah, I think so. But I'm thinking everything is going to be like an instant kill. Do you reckon? Looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll play with it a little bit more, but low key, it's better than I thought it would be on first try. Go like right there. Yeah, it's good. And then I just wish that maybe it's the range that's the problem. No, that should be cool. Let's apply that. How do I do it? Apply. Oh, right here. Modified, apply to enemy. I think it should be instant kill because you're in a military base. There's no way you get spotted and make it out. Yeah, exactly. And that way it makes it way easier to code because I don't have to worry about like a chase sequence or anything. Okay, maybe that's reasonable already, actually. It does like low-key look weird that it's emitting from his feet. I don't love that. Is that better? Wait, that's clean. Do you like that better or do you like it at his feet better? Aren't you gonna change out the sprites anyway? The sprites for the capsules will change, but the lights will look the same. The lights will look the exact same in the end. Cone was better? Okay, bet. Okay, I'll leave it as is then. Looks around now. Yep, got it. Okay, I'll leave it like that then, and then we just have literally, bro, we're almost done, dog. I think I should probably add a death animation. But I need a collider that's what kind of would this be another capsule? I'm actually not super sure how this is gonna work yet. But we're gonna move this out. And it's gonna be a capsule on the Z-axis probably, yeah. And it's gonna look something like that. I don't think there's such a thing as like a triangle, like a pyramid collider or something. But if the actual collider is smaller than the visible area, that will only feel good for the player. That is always a good idea. Cheat in favor of the player. We'll see how that feels. I'm gonna run up to this guy. Well, okay, I died of the main spotlight, but let's see. In fact, that might still be too big. Because, like, he could kill you if you're just touching. Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah, that was actually not ideal. Yeah, that needs to be smaller. Because it's like if the edge of your body touches the edge of that, then it kills you. I low-key want this to be like, wait, no, wrong thing. The radius should be like tiny. We'll see how that feels. Yeah. Oh. We have a problem. We have a problem. It works great, but it can see through walls. I didn't think that through. Because we're using a capsule? Oh no. That's not good. That's not good at all. That means we need a new approach. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna move this back to here. There's no reason to share this code in hindsight. Well, there is technically, but it's fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna just make GPT do this. Let's use a raycast forward from transform position using a layer mask that's publicly available to set in the inspector. All of the stuff that happens on trigger enter should happen if the raycast hits like the tag player, so we can remove on trigger enter. That should be everything I need. See how that code looks. Layer mask, distance, perfect. Raycast, compare tag player. We still do this. Okay, that's everything I need. We're gonna need to set up a new tag for enemy, obviously. Wait, not a tag. Not a tag, but a layer. Okay, we're gonna set this to enemy. I'm gonna take this away. And I'm going to welcome back. Say everything except for enemy. How to talk to your lead. Sounds exciting. Quick test. Ah! I'm getting so lucky. Okay, that's a little too far. But it's the right idea. Why don't I make it like 5? Yeah. That seems valid, right? Let's see when it... Oh, wow. Okay, maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger. Looks good to me. Let's see here. I want... well, I think it's probably easier to just hit apply all on this. Actually. Now we'll have to copy this. Wait, I grabbed the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah, it should be this one. Paste component values. That's the only thing though, right? The changes, I think. And then you? Am I good to delete those? Oops, not the station. The 2 enemies. Shit. I still did that wrong. That's embarrassing. Okay, well, let's do it manually then. It'll be a good exercise anyway. Station 4 to station right? Yeah. It's just this. So not all I have to do. Okay, lock in. Let's test it out. Whoo! He just saw me. He just missed me. Dude. It already works. It's pretty much done. I think it's done. I think I did it. I do see one problem, which is that the light is shining straight through the wall, which is kind of weird to me. I wonder if I just need to increase the height of these. Downwards. See how that looks. No, that didn't do it. It still shines through, doesn't it? Let me see. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. That's frustrating. Oh, that's so frustrating. Why? Why does that happen? Is it the specific... Wait, okay, I'm gonna undo that. In that case, there's no reason. Maybe this needs to be marginally higher. Let's test that. Whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. Does not have to be perfect. I think we're good. I kind of think it's done, bro. Oh, he just got a piece of me. Obviously, by standing here, I'm cooked. Yeah, everything looks good to me. Everything looks good to me. So now all of a sudden, oh wait, now all of a sudden this is low-key hard. I'm gonna hide behind this. Oh! Oh, that's so clean! Oh! Put that on there. Oh, this is so much funner, dude. GG. You haven't really even built out much of the recipe sabotaging. I know. I'm trying to decide what to do with that, bro. Cause like I said, like you can. Okay, you definitely can sabotage it, but there's nothing happens. Realistically, there's no actual consequences for the fact that you can change the recipe. Can I sneak behind him? Oh, I hit the spotlight. Yo, no. I just love that you can hide behind this so much. Oh, he saw that? Dude. This is low-key hard now. No! I'm shocked how much interest that adds to the game. It's so much more challenging now. It's really fun, actually. Oh. Gotta build out the actual recipe sabotaging, and you gotta figure out how to win and what makes the meal bad. Yeah, so my first idea, which is very simple, is that like in the level, like there would be a separate station that none of the bots use, right? Like way over here or something, that would have sort of its own ingredient type, which is like it would be like maybe you like go to the back and there's like a straight up trash heap. You know what I'm saying? And so like, hang on, let me add a placeholder for this. You can just put something toxic in there. I don't really know what yet. And I'll test it right now. It should mix it in, which is awesome. Like I could go over here. I could grab a piece of trash and I could like sneak up there. No! Wait, this is actually fun. This is actually so fun. I'm gonna sneak back here maybe. Come around here. Go now. Yeah, put it on there. He's gonna put the other ingredient and it's gonna cook. Yeah, now it's got trash in it. And so he delivers it. Something like that, right? Something along those lines. Would be good, I think. I just have to decide, like... How do you win? Maybe there's like a bunch of different stations, right? There's a bunch of different stations that you can sabotage. And you have to like do it to every one of them. Or maybe we get to revisit my old idea of somehow ultimately we poison like the truck driver and he swaps out the original thing. So you end up free. I think that would be cool. Honestly, as I think about it, I think we're in a place where we could start dealing with art. And some of the ideas for the game loop should come naturally from that. Is that a crazy thing to say? Maybe. Maybe it's crazy. Back again. Welcome back. I'm debating right now. I'm debating right now how you win the game. Did you see the trash I added? Oh, okay, here, let me show you. Because you were saying like you gotta come up with an interesting way to do the sabotage. So what I'm imagining is there's like a trash heap in the back, and you can go pick something else up. And I can probably sneak in here. It's gonna be hard to do now because of everything. Ah, no. Okay, I liked my other route. We're going this way. Go, 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 go. Yo, get all the way in! Yes! Okay, right after they go, I'll make a break for it. So, like, I put that on there. And then he puts the other ingredient, and now there's trash in the food. And he takes it all over none the wiser and delivers it, right? That's the game loop I'm imagining. I think that's awesome. The question is like, how do you win the game? Is there just a ton of different stations and you have to do that at each one? What do you think? One idea I had that's crazy is like eventually you win the game by like poisoning the guy who delivers the ingredients in the back comes to eat here and you feed him trash, and so then he gets like super sick and messes up and like replaces the supplies with trash, so then it's like permanently only doing that instead of you being able to just sabotage individual ones. I don't know, maybe that's weird, but I need to think of how you win the game, and then we basically have a game loop completed. Thoughts? Explain the second option. Well, my idea was like, okay, imagine instead of just having like consistent, like, how do I explain this? Okay, right now I have two tables in the back here, which are placeholders, the green one and the red one. And these guys always go over and pick those up and use that as your ingredients. And I was like, imagine if like we make it so that you can see the customers over here eat the food that gets delivered, and then you like poison people by messing it up, but one of the people in the crowd that you have to poison is like the delivery guy who comes like at set times and refills these tables back here. And so if you poison the delivery guy, oh, I just got seen. If you poison the delivery guy, then maybe he comes in and just starts bringing trash to the back instead of the normal ingredients. And so then like you win the game because from then on it's permanently a bad recipe instead of you just doing individual ones. You like that idea? Okay, maybe that's how you win the game. Do you think it would be like, there's like, how will that work on the outside? Like, is it like there's like 10 different NPCs outside and you just have to get the exact right guy at the right time? Because that feels like it'll be not that hard, actually. You'll beat the game in like 5 minutes. Or will there be like a bunch of different areas? Like you start in this area and it's a simple recipe, and then after you poison enough people, it opens the door. Each of the soldiers has to eat enough of the trash that they all die. That's interesting. Well, are you thinking like including the guys who are the actual cooks in the kitchen, like the current ones out here? Because these guys prepare the food. I don't know if they eat the food too. Or do they? There's so many different options. Yeah, they don't eat. Yeah, I think they don't eat. But maybe not the cooks, but like there is a type of soldier that has to eat. New NPCs at the top tables eat. Right, yeah. But you should, but there's some way in which you interact with those NPCs, right? Like there could be like an NPC that has to come over and eat that's also guarding a door to the next area. For instance, I don't know. Although every time he leaves to eat, you could probably just bypass him anyway, not gonna lie. Guarding the door. I feel like that's cool. I'm just trying to think how he would come over to eat and still guard. You gotta do that to get the base and steal something. Okay, maybe we'll figure it out. Like I'm imagining this whole area is like blocked off. I think maybe it would be best if we make the game playable start to finish and then do art. That's a very like traditional way to do game design, but in this case I think it actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, I'll just delete these low-key. Delete these and do this, and then so then the delivery counter should be like, well, no, that's fine. So there's gonna be like a bunch of NPCs over here somewhere they eat, I think. A new NPC type. Hey, they'll have a different color probably, right? Maybe it'll be gray, for instance. And all he does... all he does is eat, I guess. Man, I don't know why I'm like struggling with this conceptually a lot right now. He's a taste tester. That's interesting. I don't mind that. I don't mind that idea. This should be... that probably... well, no, that doesn't work, though. Shit, man. Okay. He'll go, but... I don't know what I want this to look like. I really don't. So there's going to be a little door here that in theory you could go through, except that this guy patrols it like extremely well. Okay. Like... okay, that tool just straight up doesn't work. That's interesting. Yeah, like that. turn this off, so that way it's just a checkpoint. And in theory, I want to see if I can make it impossible because he's guarding it for you to ever get there. Okay, that's straight up the wrong one. I want you to patrol between Station 1 and Station 5. Okay, I also need to rebait the nav mesh so you don't go through walls. See how that looks? Looks good. So then, like, I mean, that's the problem, right? Is like, you know, even if I make this really big, I can still just escape. I can still just beat him out. How am I gonna make it so that this guy makes it impossible to leave? Maybe they control the overhead spotlights somehow. That could be interesting. Because if they controlled... Wait. If they control the overhead ones, I could just make the overhead one stay in a too small of an area for you to ever escape. Right? I could do that very easily. This is coming together, man. This is coming together just fine, actually. Yeah, maybe they control the top thing somehow. I just don't really know how. This is gonna look really good, by the way, if I do this. Let me add that real quick. What's over here? Nothing, just... Oh yeah, it looks clean. Just have him stand there and make the other soldiers bring the food to him. Brother? I don't know what's sadder. How, like, obvious of a suggestion that is to make. The fact that you would even think that I need to be told that. Or the fact that I never thought of that. Not once did that cross my mind, bro. That's the solution right there. He's just gonna stand right here. And not patrol ever. If I'd give him nothing, does that work? Yeah. So it should be impossible to escape. Methinks. Small problem. I can literally move him out of the way. Okay, hang on. Wait, I could just remove this entirely. And then remove... I think it's fine to leave carry on. Remove the... Not the Maruja body, but the nav mesh agent, right? Like, why give him the intelligence to do all that if he doesn't have it? Welcome back. He does need a collider on him, though. He has one. What? Why did I just go straight through him? How does that even make any sense? Oh, I was just making fun of myself for not thinking of that, but I think it's a good idea. Oh, there's like... Weird, okay. I think I like that though. Yeah, it's impossible to get through because he's guarding the door. But the guys are gonna bring him food. And if you sabotage it, then you should be able to escape. Let me move the starting location of the player because we're actually getting to the point where we have nearly come up with a complete level idea. This is like a perfect level 1, actually. Okay, they just need to take it to him. All they need to do is instead of taking it to here, we'll literally... Okay, this is such a cool cheat. I'm literally gonna make this guy a station. I think that's all I have to do. And then just call it a deliver. Am I a genius? And then we just go here. And we say the second station you take it to is actually just this new enemy we have. Where is he? Wait, which enemy is it? Enemy 1? Oh, what? That's funny. Just take it to there, yeah. Just take it to there. And then we'll rebake the nav mesh one more time. I think that's working. Hide. We'll see it. He didn't give it to him. No, he didn't give it to him. I thought it was gonna work on the first try. Oh, he saw me. Okay. It can't be that easy, can it? It can't be quite that easy. What's missing? Is there something else on here? You gotta try wonderful chili roasted pistachios. Chili roasted pistachios, that's interesting. I do like me some pistachios, man. I do. I'm not sure why that didn't work. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Isn't there something I need to add? I'm not too sure, man. I'm a little bit annoyed. Did we get any errors? I'm gonna test it one more time. You guys go through. You cook that. He takes this over. He gives it to him. He doesn't give it to him. And there's no errors. What? It says to deliver. So let's go into the code and figure out what's missing. Does it have to do with the stopping distance? Honestly, that's not a bad theory. I'm gonna temporarily turn this off and rebake and hello? Come on, bro. What's going on? Oh, it needs to be tagged as station. Oh, let's go. Dude, I know, right? It's crazy how fast this is coming together, bro. Okay, wait, let's see it. He gives it over to him. Yes! And he saw me. I don't care. I do not care. He fed it to him. That's what matters. Make this way longer. Dude. Oh, this is huge. Okay. This has nothing to do with what I should be working on. This is so not the important thing to do, but I have to test something. Because I'm wondering... Okay, just let me cook for a second. This would be such a cool add-on to this level. What if I made a box you could push to block off a path? Because I can add something called a Navmush obstacle. First of all, I can use it to hide, which is cool. Oh. It made me float. That's not exactly optimal. Yeah, make him die once. Yeah, I will. If I freeze position on the rigid body, then, well, now I just can't move. Oh, it's frustrating. Okay, don't freeze it. Do add gravity, I guess? Oh. No way. Okay, I just want to see if it's possible. Ah! Yes! Yes, dude! I could block off a path if I, like, knocked stuff over. That'd be so funny. What if that was, like, the solution to part of this level? Is if you had to, like, block him off because it was, like, too hard. Then he has to go the long way. That's an interesting thought. Just make it work. It's not that hard. Gang, I'm sorry. I got distracted. But that mechanic's gonna come back in handy later. I'm sure of it. I'll make these the color of the player so that you know that they're good. Okay, lock in. Lock in. Okay, we need to make him say something. Prefab variant. We're gonna add a canvas to this guy. And he's gonna have a little speech bubble. Maybe you have to feed it to him like 3 times. Does that sound reasonable? And then you kill the guard and you escape and you win the game. This is actually so good, bro. It's kind of insane. World space 0.01 000. Add a panel. There it is. No, not of the entire size of the... Come on. Uh-huh. Well, that looks reasonable. Let's make it fully. Should I like draw a speech bubble real quick? Do I have one actually from Feel? I might. Speech. Okay, I'll just look one up. Creative Commons. Transparent. If it takes me more than like 30 seconds to find it, I'll just draw one. Save. Give me that. Okay, that's saved as a weird format. I love that for me. It has to be a sprite. What? Oh. I don't know why it always defaults to multiple now. It's so dumb to me. It doesn't actually have transparency on it. Okay, no, we're doing this ourselves. I spent long enough trying to steal someone else's. We'll just do it. No, I don't want to stream this to Discord. Go away. Ugh. I'm gonna make it intentionally a little bit like off. I think that'll look better. It's low-key fine already. But we probably want like a little black outline to make it at least look somewhat try hard. Oh, I should have done that first, huh? Oh, it's fine. Let me cook. Then switch back to white. And fill all this in. Bang. Yeah, it looks good enough to me. Save it. Diversion. Oh, bro, you need to give me an idea for a name for this game because I have it's named Anti-Cook right now, which I think is the dumbest name of all time. What should I call it? Oh my gosh. See how that looks in game real quick. Looks good to me. Okay, so then we're gonna have him say different things. So we need text. Damn it, import. That is the most awful scaling I have ever seen. Zero this out here, please. Yeah, and then make it a reasonable size to fit this area. If you don't mind. Yeah. Why is that not showing up? Or is it? Let's see. Nope, it's still blank. Why? Wait, now it's not. Is that just a... because it was still imported in text mesh? Let's see. Does it show up or not? There it is. Okay, so they feed him and then he says like, I don't feel so good. Okay, that's all the UI work we need. Honestly. I'm not trying to do nothing fancy, bruh. Okay. Let's add a script. Call it guard. Whoa. This is going to be a very strange custom script. Not terrible, though. Using UI. And that's technically all that we actually need imported. So we're going to go... no. Stop. Stop, please. Public. Text. Public. Game object. Speech bubble. That's all the references we need, I think. Well, we'll say public list string good messages. And that'll just randomize between those. And then public string first bad. Yeah. We'll also add a public slider and we'll add a progress bar to it. So then what we have to do is say public void feed game object and we're going to say something along the lines of if item dot name if any transform. Well, really it's if item.name equals trash or item.transform dot get child 0 dot game object dot name equals trash. Sabotage Cafe. That's decent. Yeah, it'd be something like that. So then we just say something along the lines of like speech bubble, set active true, invoke, hide speech bubble. That's all that we need to test it. Now what I want to do is I want to go to the station, and when we say drop item, I'm going to say something along the lines of like if, oh my gosh, stop. If, I'll make it up all the way up here. That's probably null, but if it's not, yeah, exactly. That's all I need. That wasn't that complicated. We'll see how that goes. Oh, I forgot one import at least. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see how it goes. Splendid. Okay, then what we're gonna do actually, let's do this on the prefab. Even though I'm probably not even gonna use the prefab. Not gonna lie. But here we go. So guard text becomes this text. Speech bubble becomes this panel. And then progress bar we still have to make. So let's do that real quick. Slider. It'll go like there, and then this will go a little higher. Once again, we're gonna have to delete the handle, reset all these values. It's probably a little small too. We can always make it look better in a bit. And then, okay, that looks good. Let's make the fill like brown. Let's make sure that that looks reasonable in a second. But good messages, we can like randomize a bunch of these. I'll just add 2 for now and say, tasty. I love this. It would be really funny if we added a separate one that like if you mess with the, remember how like you can technically mess with it in the sense that you can you could put 2 green or 2 red. It'd be funny if he reacted to that, if he was like, huh, this isn't how I remember it. Okay, let me make sure this slider looks reasonable, and it does. Perfect. Now, oh, let's also say speech bubble set active, progress bar set active, false, all around. Let's test it out, shall we? It was a big moment. This game's almost, the gameplay for this game is almost done, man. Straight up. I need a spot in the level design where I can like very easily and cleanly witness him being fed, because right now I have to like sneak over here. Okay, so that just straight up didn't work. Did not work at all. Let's do some testing here. And then in station. Let's see if we can figure out which step it's failing. Obviously no drop off yet. Oh, well, it still gives the print anyway. Fascinating. Dropping item. I guess we didn't get a reference to guard. Right? Seems like a reasonable assumption from that. It's very, very, very strange, though. Ah! I'm a fool. I understand it now. This needs to order of operations matters. I'm glad you always feed me good food. Perfect! That looked terrible. It went right off the screen, but that right there is fantastic progress. I'm glad you always feed me good food. Okay, is it not randomizing? Maybe that was a coincidence. I'm gonna see if it randomizes. Okay, it does. Great. Okay, I'm just gonna change the searching for a name because that's kind of brittle. Tag instead. And we'll add a tag to this one over here. Dude, this is so exciting. I just named the tag tag. That's the most brain dead thing I've done all stream. Stop! Lock in, Jesse. Lock in. In theory, let's see how this goes. This level is absurd right now. Obviously, I'm gonna need to work on the level design, but we're getting there. That would have been such a good time, except that I couldn't pick it up there. Oh, right now, go. Beautiful. We got it on there. Okay, let's see what happens. Woo! Okay, he's bringing it over. This tastes a little fishy. And 1/3. Yes, bro. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Okay, we need to make him die now when he goes all the way through. So, we'll say bad messages count. That looks right. Speech bubble shouldn't need to be here. But we do need to set the progress bar active here. And then everything else looks fine. But right here we'll say invoke death. Two maybe? No, not that death. Okay, here we're gonna essentially just say something along the lines of, can I do something fancy here? I'm gonna say, like, remove the collider on this game object, then turn on use gravity and enable movement on the y-axis on the rigid body. I'm gonna have him fall straight through the floor. Does that work? What do I have it set to right now? Everything. Okay. Okay. I think that'll work perfectly. I actually think that'll work perfectly. Let's test it out. Oh, let me like make this automatically be in. Oh, there is a problem, by the way. Based on this game loop, I don't need to make a lot of the decisions I was planning on making to complicate things. But what I do need to do is I need to make it so you low-key can't pick up much of anything off of that. Ah! We locked in. We locked in. Yeah, I'm gonna constrain the player more than I thought I needed to originally. Ah! I'm like 90% of the way there though. No! Oh my gosh. I'm low-key might need to make this easier just for testing purposes, and then there's a couple things I want to do, and then the game loop's done. Which is amazing, by the way. That is so awesome. I think maybe temporarily I'll just turn off the spotlights. How about that? Will that be enough for me to easily beat it? Wait. This is so bad. Oh, this is the worst timing ever. Oh, there we go. Ah! I'll just wait here. This tastes a little fishy. 1/3 done. Oh, I missed. No, I missed. Oh, I still lost. I still lost after turning off the extra. Yo, this is way too hard. There's not enough cover is really what it comes down to. I'll turn the spotlights on. Why like make it easy just for testing purposes? May as well use this as an opportunity to improve the game design, right? So I'm gonna add some, chill. I'm gonna add some more obstacles that you can hide behind. Like, it would be good if you could hide back here. Oh, but this spotlight's in like the most obnoxious spot ever. Really, this spotlight should probably be over. Oh, well, that one's good, but this one should probably be over this, I think. That makes a lot more sense to me. Oh, except that's the worst spawn point ever now. We'll spawn him over here. How about that? And then we also need to add some more cover right here. And make it so that, like, you never see him in this spot specifically. Yeah, so we could just hide right here and watch, sorta. That's good, that's good. In fact, I could even, like, sort of do that. Much better. Okay, let's bake that. Let's see how it goes. Got you, sir. I love this. Glad you do, man. Glad you do. We're about to change that, though. Let me tell you, we're about to change that. Whew! Okay, yeah, this already feels like much better. Much better level design. He saw that? Okay, that might have been a little unfair, not gonna lie. I thought I was safe. Yeah, that's scuffed. That's so scuffed. There's no way, dude. Ah! I'm hiding right here. How am I gonna ever get there in time? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go. Ah! Oh, this is intense. This is really fun. Oh. Go now. No! I'm not sure I made it any easier this iteration. Okay, we'll go back here. This is probably a better spot to hide. No! Oh my gosh! Dude, they're too good. They're actually too good. Wait for it. Uh-oh. We survived somehow. Go now. Let's go. Wait here. Wait till he takes it. But before... Oh my goodness, that's such a crazy tight window. That's absurd. Woo! That was satisfying though, not gonna lie. Wherever you're hiding from, you need to have that in clear view. Tastes a little fishy. For the first time this whole challenge, I'm just enjoying trying to play the game and beat it instead of worrying about the next step. So that's a really good sign. Yeah, like right here, I need to be able to see that. Let's fix that. Because there's no world where I beat it just guessing every time and seeing if it works or not. Just doesn't make sense. Also, this should be offset. Wait, that's way better. This should be offset slightly. So you actually go through here. And then this is just like right there. I think that's better, but it could still be better. Like, I'd really like to not get caught accidentally by this guy just going through here. I don't think that's cool. Maybe that's good. Let's see how the geometry feels in that spot. Spotlights are adding a lot to this game, I think. Straight through here. Now I can wait here and clearly see. Oh my! We're gonna need to fix some of that collision. That's bullshit. Here you come. Yes! Dude, it's so good now. No! Dude, that's the only problem. The collision detection half the time just sees you. And I don't know why. It just like straight up gets me through the wall. Let's fix that. Oh, wait. I think I know why. 2 reasons. Number 1, this should probably not be... I'm a little nervous about it going over, but that's not the real problem. The real problem is, I bet you by default, it's doing triggers. Physics? Whoa, they really changed this a lot. Fascinating. Queries to triggers, uncheck. That's only for raycast, fearcast. Yeah, that's perfect. That's the setting that's making it unfair. I almost guarantee you it's gonna feel 10 times better now. Okay, I still haven't gotten more than 1 trash. Eventually, assuming this works, I'm probably gonna change it so that you have to find each trash in a different location instead of going back each time. Thoughts? Woo! Wait. Tastes a little fishy. You bet it does. There's more where that came from. Oh! That's the funnest part. Okay. That was still kind of a scuffed collision check. What about getting you? I'm thinking it might be better to make it so that you have to go to a different location for each piece of trash. Like you have to get 3 from different areas in the level. Do you like that idea? Or do you think maybe just leave it as it is? It's already pretty fun as it is, not gonna lie, but I don't know. Just an idea. Og. Og. Different areas might be good. Okay. Makes a lot of sense to me. Glad you always feed me good food. No, they don't. You just don't know it yet. Wait, this is actually a good test. I'm gonna just sit here for a second because I should never die from right here. And if I do, something is like actually bugged. If I ever get seen from right here, there's no way. There's no possible way. Either I'm being seen over the wall, which is not cool, or it's not, it's like shooting the beam through the wall somehow. There's no way I should ever get seen here as many times as they sweep that one spot. It looks like I'm not, so we're good. I think we're good. Now to figure out what timing I should go for. I mean, the timing's insane, right? It's probably way too hard right now, realistically. So millisecond, he goes. Now he's there. How am I ever gonna get there in time? Oh! And then, yeah, he'll see me. Yeah, it's not. That's way too hard, bro. Oh my gosh. I like the spirit of it, though. I'm not gonna stream too much longer, I don't think. We're just about there, but things are looking good. Things are looking real good. Let's add that there. I think have mesh bake. And how do I want to do this, bro? How can I make this easier? Well, for one thing, I could move these so they like, maybe like this one just comes from over here, for instance. It's worth a try. Dare I say that's worth a try? So now he goes through there, he goes through there. Oh, bad timing, bad timing, bad timing, bad timing. Okay, we're good. Now I'm safe over here and I can watch from this side, which truthfully is just objectively so much better. I can wait for the right time to strike, being able to actually see everything, I think. Yeah, I think that makes a lot more sense. Run off, grab this. Now it's probably too easy for this one, but tastes a little fishy. Good. Nope, 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 nope. It was tempting. It was real tempting. Didn't do it. Oh, that timing sucked. I'll wait. I'm gonna get this, bro. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's so bad. How did I do it? How did I ever beat this? Oh, they're stuck on each other. Oh my goodness, they're stuck. Wait, that's hilarious. And a big problem, too. How am I gonna get them unstuck without getting killed? It's not happening. I actually bumped him without dying. That's crazy. Wait. Oh, there we go. Technically, I think I could feed the guard myself. Based on the way the systems work right now. Okay, that's a massive problem. Oh, he said this tastes a little fishy again. But then this time he did 2/3. That's weird. No way, bro. Perfect. I'm glad you always feed me good food. You are in for a bit of a surprise then, aren't you? Yeah! Now we escape. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. I love it. 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 Okay, I'm gonna call stream there for now. Great progress. We have a game loop that works. I'm going to improve upon it in the next episode, and then I'm gonna do art style and start polishing things, because this thing is, that's it. Like, that's all we need, straight up. So that's really exciting. Thanks for hanging. That was a blast. I hope you liked it as much as I did. I had so much fun. That was super relaxing. I just love doing this, man. See you around. That's all I got for today.